Every heart deserves a quiet night.
Good evening, my friend. You're here. And that means tonight there will be time for silence. In the jungle, there are evenings when even the birds whisper softer than usual. The air turns gentle, like a blanket, and it feels as if the whole world has decided to exhale with you. Tonight, I'll tell you a story. Not about animals, but about people. About a kind of love that doesn't burn, but glows, the kind that remains, even when it seems to have gone. Chapter 1. The House with the Windows Across. A long time ago, or perhaps not that long ago, in a small town where the streets smelled of coffee and rain, lived two people, not together, but close. She was an artist. Every evening she sat by the window with a cup of tea and painted. He was a musician, played the guitar in the house across the street. They never met, but each knew, beyond the opposite window, someone else was awake too. Sometimes their eyes met through the glass, an awkward smile, a lifted hand, and again, silence, a love that began with a pause. Chapter 2. The Rain That Brought Everything Together. One day it started to rain, really rain, thunder, the smell of wet asphalt. The lights flickered, the windows trembled, and the whole town seemed to hold its breath. In her house, the lights went out. She walked to the window, and there, across the street, he stood with his guitar. He lit a candle and smiled. Then he played something simple, softly, warmly, and for the first time she didn't just listen, she cried. Not from sadness, but because someone out there felt the same. Sometimes love doesn't begin with a touch, but with the way someone lights a candle for you. Chapter 3. The Morning That Changed Everything. The next day she made a choice. She drew a small heart on a piece of paper and stuck it to her window. In the morning he woke up, saw it, and laughed. In response, a note appeared in his window. Tea at 7. Windows open. That's how they met. Not as strangers, but as two who had long felt each other's presence. There were no grand words, no fireworks, only tea, music, and the scent of rain. Chapter 4. What Grows in Silence. Sometimes they simply sat together. Quietly, she drew his hands. He wrote music to the rhythm of her brushstrokes. There was no noise between them, only breath. I think real love sounds just like that, like breathing that matches your own. Chapter 5. When Love Becomes Light. Many years passed. Their houses grew old, the windows dimmed, but in the evenings when the lamps were lit, the light still reflected from one window to the other. Even when he moved far away and she stayed behind, shadows still played in her window as if someone was still playing there. Because love doesn't disappear. It simply becomes light, the kind that stays in your soul even when the music has ended. Epilogue. That's the story, my friend. Simple, like a cup of tea. Quiet, like the night after rain. And if it ever seems to you that love is gone, just look out your window. Maybe someone is looking that way too. And now, it's time to sleep. Close your eyes. Feel your shoulders grow lighter, your thoughts grow still. Somewhere far away, a soft guitar is playing. And remember, even if the night is dark, somewhere across from your window, a small light is always shining. Good night.